Hello, welcome back to Defender's Quest. Last time we did some more challenge battles. We did the challenge battle of the story battle. It doesn't actually matter what battle you do when you progress the plot, if you can take it, and I can take it. It was a little close, but anyways, we got a journal entry to read. I think I'll try these two. And then I'm going to try one of the challenge levels. That's how you get the books. Yeah. I remember this. I don't find this too useful. This looks really rough. These are the only spots you can place units, I'm pretty sure. So we're not ready for that one. This one we can probably take. I think these are where you... No, these are water. Okay, I think you can put units everywhere. Yeah, because there's water units. Alright. Anyways, let's read the journal. Try these levels, and we'll try a challenge level. The Evil Inside. Oh, God, these names. Selenad said in his second letter to King Vacalamon, when men embrace the evil inside themselves, there can be no victors. It is a bitter lesson to be reminded of one's own failings. I had believed myself to be a true and ardent follower of Selenad, a pride that I see now as itself a grave fault. But surely, I reasoned, one such as I, steeped in verses from childhood, regular patron of the temple, could consider herself on the righteous path. Despite this, I secretly held throughout my life the delusion that evil was something purely external. First it was the Quaid, architects of all the pain and misery I ever saw throughout my early life. While I read daily, because it's past. While I read daily about the evil in my own heart, I secretly told myself that none of it could compare to the evil of the armies of the East. Murderers and ravagers, men who had made themselves animals. All around me the lamentation of widows, the weeping of orphans, the cries of crippled veterans. All the keening of the city was made by my selfish mind into words of affirmation. No evil I harbor, I said in my heart, can be equal to this. Even in this current adventure, which has served to disabuse me of many misconceptions, I maintained this fantasy of purity. No matter the secret thoughts of my heart, I could point to Osmal or Zalamir and say, there is true evil. The way of Selenat in true circuitous faction has showed to me the grievous folly of my secret beliefs. Here in the belly of this dead city, clutched in the hand of what had once been a knight of ash, I found a scroll. In the flowering calligraphy of a skillful hand were written the following words. My dearest Master Elder, in response to your excommunication, I would like to clarify that I have only ever acted in complete moral adherence to the tenets of our faith. You proclaim that the decimation of the prisoners under my care violates the responsibility of my position and my duty before the unmoved mover, but I assure you that the... oh God, so much. Opposite is true. You remember, no doubt, when the enemy came against the city of Turna, seeking to terrify the rest of Ash into submission. They swore that no quarter would be offered to the beleaguered defenders. On that black day when the city fell, we saw that oath to be true, but the enemy was not content with the massacre of the garrison and turned their fury on the populace. Disregarding age, youth, and sex in their senseless rage, by the day's end, 30,000 men, women, and children lay slaughtered. Turna was nothing but ashes, populated by scarcely enough souls to recount the horror of what was done there. For this reason is my every 10th prisoner burned alive. Until 30,000 die by my hand, the immolations shall continue. For the edification of the prisoners and the achievement of true balance. This is my solemn oath by the very gold of the Foundation, and not even the threats of misguided clerics shall keep me from honoring it. General... the names. General Kesnimon Calridos. I knew this man, I see. As if lit by lightning, the great darkness that lurks in every soul. More than any other, I see it in my own. How easy it would be to embrace corruption rather than fight it. There's a sweet and familiar taste, difficult to describe. Have I lived so long with hate that I have grown to love it? I look at the horror on the page before me and I see the vilest sin. But how easy it would have been to commit. How sweet it would have felt to drink deeply from the secret stream in my heart, to inflict the pain and loss. I feel my soul dance with the dark joy of revenge. I think of Rena weeping in her tent, my evil inflicted by my modest means. What would I have done with true power? When men embrace the evil inside themselves, there can be no victors. Alright. A beast weapon. I think that's a staff. This one looks like it's going to be a little bit rougher. These things right here, monstrosities and whatever the pale one is, are make these a lot rougher because you can plan for a single enemy. Oh, I may not. Will I actually be able to take care of these? I have the priest. The priest can take care of them. I don't know that I have enough to deal with them though. Anyways, yeah, the ones that split. You can plan for the single unit, but the ones that split are a little tougher. Okay. We do still have armor. That's not what I want. I want a knight. Gonna cover as much ground as I can. So anywhere a dark enemy can appear, I'm going to want a priest. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna want more archers. Let's use what we have for now and see what I have to deal with. I'm not coming up for a bit. I should really look up hotkeys so I don't have to do this every single time. Okay, yeah. The priest can dispel their shadow, whatever, so I can actually hit them. Maybe dragon here? Okay, seems like I'm doing okay now. lot of missing going on when these things come out. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Maybe I'll only do one of these. So we'll have time to actually progress more. Didn't actually check what I get out of this. I think it was just extra experience and money. Right. Let's get... Yeah. More armor penetration on the archers will be nice. Especially the more of those I do. And again, I don't have any skills I think I want to put Azra's points into. Let's get Devour up. This is pretty good to build up because you always have Bite. Okay. Yeah, it's a staff. You know what? Riddick can have it. Significant improvement there. Wow. Did I miss equipment? I did. No. I just forgot that there was stuff here for the new guys. Huh. So some weapons are apparently way behind the bonus ones. All right, let's try this one. I'm not gonna 50 waves. I'm not gonna try overly hard. Let's put Slack up here. I don't think we have any shadow units to deal with, but we still want healers out. Okay, they got a long way to go, so let's just turn that up. There's no one armored, but knights still do a lot of damage. Okay, they're still within range of the healers. I guess it's kind of a last resort there. Well, these should be really low level. Because it starts at like level 5 up to 50 or something like that. Oh, worms are coming. We're going to have a lot of overlapping waves, I think. Yeah, now they're going through the water. Let's get Slack up first. His case they get in case any swimming units get through. It'll be the last line of defense, basically. So despite how many enemies are here, this should go fairly quickly. Taking their time. We're just getting the same waves over and over again at higher levels. Get rid of him. We're getting there. Probably stand to lose a lot of these units, actually. Easy. Easy game. Alright. Still the thing I really want to put on Azra. Now we got Shock Lightning. Lightning shocks enemies, paralyzing them briefly. Go ahead and equip that. I don't know that we actually have to have this equipped. I don't remember what that does. Alright. Let's go ahead and progress. I don't know that I'm ready for this. I probably want to get my 2 new... No, I don't think I'm probably going to want all... Especially since there's armor, I do not want to get all Berserkers. I think maybe this whole thing is... Not, no, I think this whole... It's not just the edges. Yeah, I think that's not as bad as it looks. Alright, anyways. Do I want to... No, I don't want to do this. So, these shell beasts turn into these monstrosities. Not really. I'm not explaining that too well, I guess. The sprite is the same. So you break the armor, and then they turn into Fallen Knights, which are these. So I guess they wouldn't be too fast. The issue is still going to be these. I guess let's not worry about that right now. Let's just do a regular... I guess I gotta have stuff later to come back to extreme. Alright. Azra, don't you see? You are the last piece of the puzzle. The simple foot soldier's sacrifice saved the world. And in gratitude, the royal family gave his descendants an honored position in the palace. Here we have his last descendant. I am the last piece of the seal. The other 2 portions of the blood seal have been broken. Yes, you saw to that. And now I'm going to fix that mistake. You are the only thing standing in his way. This is what he can do with his hands tied. You cannot even imagine what would happen if he is completely freed. All he needs to do is get a hold of a single drop of your blood. He? You mean Etzli Tinnock? You still do not understand, do you? You are not working with some abstract source of power. He is a being and intelligence as real as you or I, and far, far more dangerous. I traded him partial freedom for a small portion of his power. He is not content in his prison. He hunts for you. Even now his minions search the wasteland for your blood. There is only one way to be safe. You must die. Madness is often convincing. You just seek to increase your own power. You weaken the seal and now command the dead themselves. Now you seek greater powers by breaking the seal altogether. You think all of this of me? What proof must... No. Believe what you want. You still must die. Brother, I hoped you might understand. No. I will not let you murder another innocent. I will not let innocence bind my hands while the world burns. Revenant, attack. Alright. How can I hit these guys when I can't see them? Oh, so we're actually getting introduced to these things now. They seem to be producing some kind of cloud around themselves. How can we fend them off then? I think I can dispel this darkness, but only for a moment. That's all I need. It is in fact all you need. Let's priest first this time. No, let's not do that. Because there are armored units coming. I genuinely don't need that much. This is a plot battle. This is going to be pretty easy. I think you also have to have the priests attack. to dispel the fog. I genuinely don't think this is going to be a problem. This is probably more than I need. Probably don't even need the second set of Berserkers for this map. For this difficulty. What Seal even does. Ah, okay. Extra damage. Okay, game. I get it. Alright, there it goes. I don't even need the knights here, okay. Maybe I would have been fine on the harder difficulty on this one. Okay. Well, that was a lot easier than I was worried it would be. Trust me, that was only the beginning. We can't risk an open battle, not with Zelamir leading the enemy. I know an escape route through the sewers. We must move before the enemy has a chance to regroup. Yay, sewers. You guys may have forgotten this, seeing as we've all been without the more convenient elements of civilization for a while now, but... See, the thing is, sewers are full of sewage. Hence the similarity in the sound of the words. Crazy, I know, but you can trust me on this. I'm a librarian, I work with words all day. What I don't work with on a regular basis is the poop of dead civilizations. I was kind of hoping to keep it that way. Anyways, just thought I'd throw that out there for those of you that are listening, which is nobody. That's okay, Azra, I'm listening, and I agree 100%. Thanks, Azra, it's nice to know that somebody cares about my opinion. We should look out for each other, we're pretty much the only sane people here. Thanks, it's really nice having someone to talk to. Ahem. Oh, hey there, Marcos. How long have you been standing there? Pretty much that whole conversation. Oh, I was just, I'm just gonna go hide in a closet for the rest of my life. See you later. Always with the crazy chicks. Why? Why me? Next time I'll just say thanks for saving my life before I go swearing an oath of undying loyalty. You don't happen to be pants on the head insane, do you? Hey, stop talking to yourself, weirdo. Okay. Well, I could try the next battle and push time like I keep doing with this game, so I'm going to do that. Let's just do normal. The escape route is hidden in the sewers. Who the hell designed this city? It leads down into the mines. From there we can... You really thought I wouldn't find you. You aren't the only one who knows the secrets of this city. And you should know that I will stop at nothing to defend our people. Like when we broke our portion of the Blood Seal, Prince. We were on the verge of extinction. The Quaid Empire took no prisoners. Have you forgotten the devastation of the eastern provinces? I stood knee-deep in the blood of my people, our people, and I swore I would do whatever it took to save the Ash Kingdom from destruction. It is an oath I still intend to honor. And then what? You murder a girl. And if this plague really is the work of some dark intelligence, what will you do when you remove its only means of escape? What happens when he becomes desperate? Plans are in motion, and all things will be addressed in their time. But first, she must be removed. Alright, again, I don't think I need to worry over much about this. We're going to have some watery units coming. We can't put anyone over here. No, we don't have any water units coming. It's not on this difficulty. Okay. Yes, here. Let's actually put him after the knight. Come on, faster, guys. I should probably be doing more of the higher difficulties. Oh. She got this. Yeah, she's got this. I didn't even think of that. Alright. And still nothing to put Azra's points into, or that I care to put points into. Sure, get more critical. We are beaten back for now. We must move. Zelemir. He made the choice he thought was necessary. He will die for it. Brenna, revenge has no place at a time like this. This is not vengeance. This is justice. This is honor. I cannot turn my back on such a crime against the Empire. I cannot face the cosmic flame without Zelemir's blood. The lives of millions cry out for it. Then save justice for the future. For now we must escape while we have the time. Lady? Yes? We are about to be swarmed by the enemy. I do not know if this will be of any use to you, but it may help you. The wisest swordsman I ever knew once told me, strike not with strength of arm, but strength of spirit, and so, with mind and body as one, throw your enemy from you. It was years before I understood. What I think he... Wait, strength of spirit, throw your enemy from you. I understand. Wow, that took me 3 years. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda hate you right now. Alright, we got pushback. Pushes enemies 2 tiles back towards the start of the maze. So before I stop, again over time, let's put some points into that. This is actually pretty useful, I think. Not quite 3 tiles, alright. More than the crystal, because I don't use the crystal. More than the healing, because I have priests. I don't know what this is. Another attack, I'm sure. The red ones are typically attacks. I mean, they are attacks. I guess this isn't an attack, but whatever. Alright. No idea what that sparkle was. I think last part, actually. No idea what that was. It didn't seem to do anything. Alright, anyways. I'm going to have to call this part here. We will pick up here next time. Probably... I might try this. But anyways, probably do a lot more plot progression next time. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this part. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you stick around for more, and thanks for watching.